Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
Slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even this.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the Ravens 30. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Patrick Queen.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And the Seahawks.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Queen on the tackle. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
7 brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
38-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second and 9 now. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick slant to Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down now, it's Campbell, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Check.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a handoff looking right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Seahawks.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Dobbins, 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Third and long. It's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Ravens 30, Seahawks 3. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 yards.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out,